Hash 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 from nothing. Elias Kane was born in a Rust Belt town that had forgotten how to dream. His father left before Elias could walk. His mother worked double shifts at the diner until her body gave out when he was 14. After that, it was foster homes, odd jobs, nights sleeping in the back room of a laundromat that let him sweep floors for a few dollars and a corner to lay his head. He had no talents, people noticed. He wasn't fast, strong, or charming. What he had was a stubborn refusal to stay broken. At 17, he found an old, water-damaged library book on programming discarded in a free bin. He taught himself on the public computers at the library, staying until they kicked him out at closing. When the library limited his time, he took night shift janitor jobs at office buildings just to use their computers after hours. By 20, he could code well enough to fix bugs for small businesses who couldn't afford real developers. He charged little, delivered fast, and never missed a deadline. Word spread in quiet circles. A local accounting firm hired him part-time, and a logistics company needed someone to automate their inventory. Each job paid a little more, taught him a little more, but Elias didn't spend the money on comfort. He lived in the cheapest room he could find, ate rice and beans, and poured every spare dollar into learning. Online courses, books, conferences he could sneak into. He studied design, marketing, sales, anything that might matter later. He kept a notebook titled The Self I Am Building and wrote in it every night. Habits he wanted, skills he lacked, mistakes he'd made, lies he'd caught himself telling to feel better. At 25, he had enough saved to quit janitorial work entirely. He built a simple app that helped small trucking companies track maintenance schedules. Nothing revolutionary, just reliable, cheap, and easy to use. He sold it door to door at truck stops, sleeping in his beat-up car between pitches. The first year, he made $12,000. The second, $50,000. The third, $200,000. Success didn't arrive as a lightning bolt. It came as compound interest on years of invisible effort. By 30, his company Kane Logistics employed 40 people and served thousands of clients across the country. He moved the headquarters back to his dying hometown and hired locally first. The old diner where his mother had worked was renovated into their cafeteria. Reporters started calling. They wanted the rags to riches angle, the overnight genius myth. Elias gave them none of it. "I didn't rise from ashes," he told one interviewer. "I built the ashes into bricks one at a time while no one was watching." There was no phoenix moment, just a man who decided he would rather die trying to become someone than live as no one. At 35, he sold a majority stake in the company for an amount that made national headlines. Kept enough to never worry again, but not so much that he'd stop working. He started a foundation that paid for coding classes in forgotten towns, staffed by people who'd once been exactly where he was. Sometimes, late at night, Elias opened that old notebook. The pages were worn now, entries spanning almost 2 decades. The last line, written the day the sale closed, was simple. "I built a self from scratch. It still needs maintenance." And the next morning, as always, he got up and kept building.